Alright, welcome to the Algebra 1 Test 3 review. We're going to go through 10 questions and that match up exactly like what's going to be on the test that you're going to retake. So we're going to do a little practicing first, make sure you know the material, and then retake the test. It's important that you try to do as much of this on your own as you can. The videos are here to help, but to get the most out of this, again, you want to do as much as you can. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at number 1. So it says, must be at least 58 inches tall to write Batman at Magic Mountain. Obviously, this is not Batman, or a picture of Batman, but, well, you get the idea, right? You've been to an amusement park, and you have to be of a certain height to ride a roller coaster, right? So if you're above a certain, for safety reasons, and if you're above a certain height, you can ride. If you're below, you can't. So let's say, for instance, on this ride, we're saying that that is 58 inches tall right there. So if someone shorter than 58, no good. Someone taller, yes. So what we're trying to do is write that in terms of a math statement. So let's just say let h equal the height of the rider, right? The person that's going to ride the ride. And then so we want to say, well, would that be h equals 58? Well, see, if I said h equals 58, then I'm saying that only people that are 58 inches tall can ride the ride. Well, that's not true. You don't have to be exactly 58. So this is a good example of why we use inequalities. You may wonder, like, well, why is there this less than and greater than sometimes? Well, we use that when there's more than one possible answer, right? So if I ask the question of how tall could you be, yeah, you could be 58, or you could be 59, 60, and so on. So there's more than one right answer. So it's not equals. So let me erase that. And then I need to figure out, well, can I be shorter than 58? No, so I can't be less than 58. I have to be greater than 58. And if you get confused on the symbols, remember that the less than symbol kind of looks like an L. And then greater than, if you use your imagination a little bit, greater than symbol kind of looks like a G. So I know that it would be 58 and up. So what that would be is it would be greater than 58 inches. Now, what if I'm exactly 58 inches? Like, right if I'm right exactly here? Well, I can include that number, so that would be greater than or equal to 58. Because I'm good if I'm 58 or taller. So we would say that the height is greater than or equal to 58. So what we did is we just did a translation. We translated from what I would call English, right? Because that's written out into words. And then we just translated it into Mathlish, which is saying the same thing, but just using numbers and symbols. All right, so go ahead and pause now and try the one to the right. All right, so let's go ahead and check your work. So the one on the right should have got let h equal the height. And I worded it quite slightly different because I wanted you to see that, you know, it doesn't have to be one exact way of writing it. So I wrote the height to ride Colossus. You know, on the other one we said height of a rider. So there's not just one way to say it as long as we're communicating the idea, but it would be greater than or equal to 42 inches. All right, so that finishes number 1. Let's move on to number 2.